The next day we were able to get on a bus to Hoi An. The typhoon had passed, but had left quite a bit of destruction behind. The bus has reached Hoi An and we're faced with a familiar scenario. As soon as we step off the bus, we're surrounded by taxi drivers all competing for business. I've found that the best way to deal with this is to simply walk away and allow the dust to settle. We've made it to Hoi An, and it's the usual get mobbed at the bus station by people on taxi bikes and wanting to take you to their hotel.
Maybe it's that way.
Let's try it. Is that the sea? We've found a quiet place to sit and are deciding where we should look for somewhere to stay. As the evening draws in, we go down to the river to find somewhere to eat. Due to last night's typhoon, the river has a lot more water than normal. Hoi An has many interesting sites of historical interest in quite a small area, and the local tourism authority has really capitalised on this by creating a bizarre ticketing system. A book of tickets must be purchased, and then these tickets are used to enter the various nearby sites, with the most popular locations requiring multiple tickets. You end up paying quite a lot to visit places that anywhere else would normally only have a small entry charge, or even be free with a suggested donation. This is great for the tourism board's bank balance, but for me, I feel much of the traditional authenticity had been sacrificed, and the priority here was to turn a profit. I really wouldn't have been surprised if there were people walking around in furry animal costumes. I hope this isn't another typhoon coming. Fortunately, the rain has passed and it is once again dry enough to roam the streets. We left Hoi An last night and we got the night train to Nha Trang, and the hotel that we have is nice, but as you can probably hear, it's pretty noisy. There's building work going on next door, and we're right next to reception and we can pretty much hear everything that's going on down there. So we're going to move. There's plenty of hotels in this area, so it didn't take us long to find somewhere else to stay, and now we're heading out to explore. Nha Trang is well known for its beaches and is a popular holiday destination. Just offshore lies a small island with a luxury 5-star resort that has its own water park and theme park. The facilities on Vin Pearl Island are also available to the general public at the cost of an admission ticket. Access to the island is either by ferry or the longest cable car in Vietnam, which is also the longest cable car in the world to go over water. The theme park on this island is quite modest by today's standards, but there's still a good selection of rides for a fun day out. Nestled amongst the attractions is an impressive sea life centre. After walking around in the heat all day, it's a good idea to cool off at the water park. All the attractions here are included with the price of a ticket. The rides, sea life centre, water park, and even all the games in the arcade are free to play. At night, the cable car lights up to look like several mini Eiffel Towers. Nha Trang can feel a little westernised and modern, but away from the beaches and the theme parks, there's still some good old-fashioned temples to explore. Some temples have a strict dress code to enter, and we are required to wear these robes to hide our shoulders and knees.
Okay? Yeah? Oh, look. Very sexy.
We've discovered another temple that is holding some kind of service. We've sat down at a table to watch, and then a lady approaches us with plates of food and insists that we eat.